don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this stream. Is we live? Is we live? Oh my God. What's going on, Conscious Crew? I see some of y'all been waiting for the drama, baby. Y'all been here 24 hours long waiting on this damn stream. If I was talking about Jesus, talking about the Holy Ghost, talking about the good word of the Lord, y'all ass would have been nowhere to be found. Let there be some drama in the damn comment section, honey. You're gonna be here 24 hours early, girl. Early. Go ahead and thumbs up this video. Yes, we are live and in motherfucking color. Okay, we got a few special guests on today's evening. Okay, this Sunday, I kind of just wanted to clean it on up, in the words of Spill It Boy. Okay, I told you motherfuckers that I do not answer when these haters call. So when these bitches be around here talking they shit, sending all they motherfucking subliminals, doing all they bullshit, that shit don't move me, bitch. I'm a delayed reactioner, okay? I'm a Scorpio, bitch. We're perfectly unbothered. We gonna get that ass, but we gonna get that ass on our time. That means that you can start some shit with me today, bitch. Today. And it won't be until 6 months from now, and we in 2021, girl, where I will come and revisit that shit as if that shit just took place, okay? What's going on, Anthony? What's going on, AB? Hey, Nikki. Hey, Classic Queen. Hey, I'm here for it. What's going on? How, Nikki? Yeah, you know what? This has been an epic-ass year. In every single sense of the term, epic-ass year, okay? I want you guys to share the stream out. We're going to get this conversation going. I'm going to try not to have you guys here for too long, okay? And while we are doing that, while you guys sharing the stream out, supporting the kingdom, we want to play some good old elevator music. You know, it wouldn't be the Conscious TV intro if we didn't have that good old. Can y'all hear that? We talk it 7 days a week.
7 days a week. Wet ass pussy. Make that pull out game weak. Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop. Put this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got. Put this wet ass pussy. Beat it up, nigga. Catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a kick, what is inside? Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. Pussy is wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. Let's role play, I wear disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream. Out in public, make the scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me. Quick jump out when you let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that dick. Why you really ain't never got him looking for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots and your coat. Fuck this wet ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy. Paid my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet ass pussy.
Now look, a lot of y'all hoes hating on wet bitch, but we all know the privilege and the power of that wet and gushy, okay? The only motherfuckers who don't like wet and gushy, wet ass pussy is those who got that dry ass cooter, honey. Those who got that dry ass cooter feel like that Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion there is throwing indirect shade at their way, baby. Okay, we got all type of Vagisil, all type of motherfucking petroleum jelly if your cooter is drier than the Sahara Desert, okay? But this song is for these wet pussy bitches, okay? This song here is for the big pussy, wet pussy girls, okay? Y'all can't be hating like that, boo! Y'all can't be hating! Y'all can't do it! You can't do it, honey, okay? So let me bring in my guests. Let me bring in the captivating one. Hi, captivating. How you doing?
Hi, how you doing, Conscious? Hey, everybody, how you doing?
What's going on?
Nothing much. How you changed just a second ago? You was mad. I even turned up. Now you just turned it down.
You domesticate me.
Whatever. Anyway, welcome everybody. Thank you for having me, Conscious. I don't really know what I'm here for, but I mean, I'm here.
Okay, I'm going to tell the people what you're here for, okay? Captivating Christian is here to be my accountability partner, y'all. You guys know I'm a Scorpio. We got that dark Phoenix-ass energy. So you know, sometimes, you know.
12-step program.
Yeah, that 12-step program. You know, when Scorpios, when keeping it real goes wrong, bitch. And so Scorpios we can say too much. We can get real connected and Bluetooth into our emotions. And then a relationship we was trying to keep intact, bitch, can fall apart all in the blink of an eye because we just get that razzled and that dazzled. So I got, you know, my really attractive accountability partner here to keep me, you know, complete, keep me on track. Let me know when I'm doing too much and when I need to pull it on back, when I need to pull my panties on up because, you know, the puss is just hanging a little bit too far left out of my drawers. So are you ready?
Like right now. Yeah, I'm good.
You are?
Yes, I'm good.
It's
Thank
true.
you.
Okay. All right. So we already got some special guests in the background, but we got to travel through this conversation a bit. Okay, as you guys can see from the title, actually Wiley was supposed to be here. If anybody know where that welfare SNAP benefit applicant is at right now, tell his ass to pull the fuck up in this train because I had just talked to Wiley yesterday, okay? And he said he was going to be here on time. Now, he making black people look bad at a time where we trying to reclaim our time. We trying to master the art of punctuality, okay? We trying to do it differently. We trying to show up better today than we did yesterday. And where this bitch at? It's 8 minutes into this live, and he ain't got his SNAP benefit card swiping grocery
right there, you're going too far.
Groceries in the goddamn
right
book,
there, you're going too far.
Banging ass in this motherfucking chat. So if y'all know where the fuck Wiley at, tell his ass to pull the fuck up, bitch. We got shit to fucking get clear. So somebody go email him, FaceTime him. I know he got that $35 Boost Mobile motherfucking limited plan. He probably got a flip phone. The bitch can't even use a front or back screen. But somebody pull up and
you're going too far. You're going too far.
Get up over here. Tell her that I sent the motherfucking StreamYard link to her Instagram. Okay, let her know. We got beef today, bitch, and we gonna eat. Hey, your sweet place. What's going on? What you were saying, Christian?
You going too far. You going too far. You
Okay.
made your point loud and clear. They heard you. How you doing, Nikki H?
The Holy Ghost done had me on fleek. I done been lit all week. I don't know where this energy come from. I think I'm just feeling blessed. You know how when you just feeling blessed and highly favored? Like sometimes you really don't know how good you got it until everybody else is in a nightmare. When everybody falling apart, you like, damn, bitch, my house is covered by the lamb's blood, bitch. I got that oil on my doorpost. I done slit the goat's neck, honey. My home is protected. My sanctuary is still. And so I just been turning the fuck up on the goodness and glory of the Lord. And guess what, you guys? If you guys are going through it right now, if you ain't got your blessing on the front end like me, you'll get it on the back end. So the Lord is still coming. Okay? Even if you're getting your ass handed to you, the fucking Illuminati is messing with child, bills out of control, them adopted kids running you crazy, bitch. You want to take their ass back to the orphan? It's going to be okay. The Lord is coming to relieve you. Now, what me and Wiley was supposed to be talking about, okay? What we were supposed to be talking about is this whole Steve Gibson situation, okay? Now, I don't know if you guys remember that last year, okay, me and Wiley attempted to become friends, you know? I saw that Wiley was subscribed to the channel and everything, and then I went and checked out his channel and saw that he was a content creator, if that's what you want to call it, okay? Now, I initially was going to sit in the bushes on his channel because I realized very quick that the bitch was messy as fuck. Just messy, baby. And it's more things messy about him than that shitty ass twat of his, okay? The bitch is messy.
You're going too far.
You're going too far. Okay, put it back. All right. So you know, I was like, okay, but he's cool, he's talented, like, you know, he's dope, he's charismatic, and I felt like he had that it factor. So one day when I was, you know, being nosy, bitch, because I got a master's in nosology, and I be in the skybox, I be in the bushes, I be in the tree house, but somehow, some way, my phone had done typed hi out. Hi in the chat. I don't know why that happened, bitch. I typed hi into that chat, and then oh, CTV in the building, CTV in the building. I'm like, no, girl, don't ring the town alarm, bitch. No, girl, pull the fire alarm back, girl. I'm not trying to be up in this motherfucking house, girl. This is a house on fire, bitch. I don't belong here. Don't be. So he saw that. He was like, oh, CTV, call in. I was like, you know what? Fine. So Lil Red 83 says, Steve Gibson, who is that?
Did you reach out to him?
We got the FBI. He's on the back of milk cartons at this point. The last time that I heard, the bitch was gasping for air because COVID-19 had done found. You going too far. Okay, I'm putting it back. Okay. We'll get into who Steve Gibson is, Lil Red. So I was in the motherfucking chat, okay? And Wiley asked me to call in. I call in. We had a kiki, had a nice conversation. We ended up exchanging numbers. And we just started growing our association, okay? Now, at this time, he was going live with another compadre of his. Some of you who are more familiar with the beef sector, you might have known him. I mean, he was a content creator, but not really. I mean, he was an extra. He was a feature. You know, he was making $1 a day. He was there, but he really wasn't there. And his name was Steve Gibson. Steve Gibson and Wiley would do collaborations every now and again. Now, Steve Gibson started flirting with the bitch. You know, a bitch fine and beautiful and gorgeous, and I'm a boy and I'm a girl wrapped all up into one. So I be getting these niggas about they seat. I be getting these niggas about they bag. I be making that shit happen. You know, I mean, that's just what the anointing is. All up over here. You know, I can't help that. That's why the hoes be pressed, bitch. But we'll get into that too. So Steve started flirting, and then we just ended up exchanging numbers, and then we ended up communicating offline, okay? So then we started just getting to know each other, etc. Now, right off the rip, Steve was like, nigga, don't tell Wiley that we even communicating. Because at that time, Wiley didn't know that me and Steve had exchanged numbers. He didn't know that me and his friend was getting to know each other like that offline. Okay. And so I was like, why you don't want, you know, Mr. Devo to know that we're talking? He was like, well, because, you know, Wiley is crushing on me and he got a crush on you. And I was like, well, that ain't either one of our problems. So I'm just trying to understand what the problem is. Right. Now, had I known what I now know about Wiley, then I wouldn't have been asking no questions. I would have understood exactly why Steve was like, let's keep this between you and I. However, I was still like, that ain't either one of our problems. I'm grown. Y'all not dating. Me and Wiley not dating. So I really ain't trying to protect Wiley's ego from anything, because as a Scorpio bitch, I am a ego buster, okay? That's why my friendship circles, I keep them small, and I keep my acquaintances wide and broad, because I don't serve niggas' egos, okay? So that can make being friends with me very difficult. Now, in this time that me and Wiley was also building a YouTube ship, I would call into his chat every now and again, and we would also have a lot of offline conversations. And I would tell Wiley, okay. Huh?
No, I said okay. I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. So, you done threw me the fuck off. Where was I captivating?
You said while you and Wiley was creating your YouTube ship.
Oh, okay, yeah. So while we was creating our YouTube ship, we was having a lot of offline, online conversations or whatever. So immediately when I started calling into his show, I would be like, bitch, you messy, but you got it. You messy as fuck, but you talented as fuck. Like, if you can clean up the messy shit, yo.
In what ways did you see talent? I'm not being shady. I'm just I'm asking.
Okay, so do I need to be your accountability partner tonight?
No. I'm asking because they may be some people who don't know him. You know what I'm saying? And trying to figure out, well, how is he talented? What talent did you see?
Okay, so I thought he was charismatic.
Okay.
He can hold a view. He can hold he can hold your attention because he's very entertaining.
Okay.
I also think that he's mastered like the art of like messiness, and he still gives me that radio jock vibe. Like Wiley really does have a radio personality. Like he has a podcast personality, and I'm real big on like hearing because I love music, that you can see from the tattoos and shit. I'm real big on sound, and there was just something very captivating about the way he sounds, and I was like, this boy belongs on, like, you know, he's definitely very audio, like, you know, I love that. So and you know, and he's versatile. You know, he can do politics, he can do music, he can do, you know, the bullshit. He's very versatile. He reminds me a lot. I felt like I saw a lot of myself in Wiley because I have all those different ranges as well. So I was able to respect that. The art of lies, but continue. Yes, and he's a very skillful, cunning liar, and that's what led to the downfall of me and Wiley. Okay, now back to Steve Gibson. And if somebody finds Steve Gibson, tell that Jerry Curl juice dripping ass bitch to bring him. You're
going too far. Too far.
Okay, I went too far. Okay, pull it back. Right. Okay.
If anybody, now see, the easier way to say that, if anybody has Steve Gibson information, please send it out and invite him to your channel. Now let's try that.
Translation.
Right.
Now, I did try to get in contact with Steve like a few days ago because I wanted him to come up here and to have an opportunity to defend himself, because I'm all about fairness. I'm all about fairness. I'd rather talk to you than to talk about you. Okay.
Right. That is true.
So that's my whole attitude. Okay. He didn't respond. Okay. The last time that I checked, I guess, you know, he's struggling. He living off of faucet water and pasta. And I'm just trying to help him, you know, get his shit together by letting him atone for his sins. Because one of the reasons why you over there having to live off faucet water and brown rice is because, you know, you had all this fuck shit going on between me and Wiley, and then you had all this fuck shit going on between Armand and Wiley. Okay, see, the type of scorpion that I am, and the type of spiritual person. See, I'm a son and daughter of the Most High. I'm a son and a daughter of the Most High. Do you hear me, captivating? Of the Most High. Oh, yes, I am.
I hear you.
And I have watched the good Lord fight plenty of my battles, my non-gender conforming ass battles the Lord has fought out here. So on top of me being unbotherable, okay, I also know that the Lord is coming. So when a bitch be fucking with me, I just sit back.
Right.
And I put up my pedicure and my manicure and pull out my popcorn because I'm real patient. Because, you know, a scorpion is a very predatorial species. It's a very predatorial. And
I'm aware.
Cats and crocodiles, they can sit there perched, okay, just chilling. They don't care whether winter, summer, fall, or spring come, bitch. They gonna be right there motionless, waiting for the perfect window of opportunity to sting, poison, and kill that ass with.
Well, I will say a lot of times, a lot of scorpions are hidden.
Yes, we are. We work in the dark.
Yeah, we do work in the dark. Very undercover, sneaky. Right. But anyway, proceed with what you.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna get around to that. So me and Wiley building our situation. Me and Steve getting to know each other on a personal level. Okay. So Steve started opening up to me about some of his personal business, and then a bitch started to get scared. I was like, oh, this girl might got PTSD, PTS4, PS5. She seemed to got some shit with her now. I ain't messy enough.
Well, pause that.
Okay.
Do you think possibly his hesitation had to do everything with YouTube and people who have larger personalities kind of, you know, exposing stuff that's why Steve.
Oh, his reservations?
Yeah, his hesitations.
No, but that's the thing. He ain't have none. He was telling me all his business.
No, but then you said he got scared. So exactly what?
No, I got scared.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I need to clear that up, bitch. Okay. I'm the bitch who got scared.
Proceed.
What this personal business was, it was a little bit more than what the fuck I bit off, bitch. I ordered a single double cheeseburger, bitch. Not a family meal, bitch. I ain't ordered the breakfast, the lunch, and the dinner combo, bitch. I pulled up to the drive-thru for a little nice, interesting, salacious piece of a double cheeseburger. This bitch done dumped a whole fucking menu on me, and I'm like, you know what? This might not be a good time for you and I to get to know each other. I know you.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. There's nothing wrong with that.
I was being virtuous. I'm like, I know you want me to pull up. You want me to bang the cakes out. You want me to tap, 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 slap.
Now you're going too far.
Okay, going too far. Pull it back. All right, let's pull it back. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm thinking like, okay, how do I need to have a discussion with Steve? So then I just decide, bitch, just have the discussion. So we talk, and I'm like, yo, I really like you. And I really did like him. I thought he was cute. I thought he was adorable. He had a lot going for himself. He's a substitute teacher. A nice young man. But there were some things that I knew about what he was dealing with that would hold him back emotionally in every aspect of his life, even if he couldn't recognize it. But because I got a trained eye, I know what all this looks like in the now. I know what it looks like ahead. So, I know that at some point
it would be a problem.
At some point, I would have to go to battle with all this shit that I felt he could better take care of, just remaining focused on himself. So I had that conversation with him.
Mm-hmm.
Upon having that conversation, the little bony bitch hang up in my face.
Going too far.
Okay.
Now let's upon the conversation.
Okay. He gonna hang up in my face.
Okay.
Hang up in my face, and then gonna send me a text talking about lose my number. So I just sent the thumbs up back, like, okay, girl, like I tried to put you down, lovingly in the barnyard, girl. I ain't just pull out the shotgun and just blow your head off. I did try to sedate you. I did try to rub that scallywag of a man you got and just let you know that it's gonna be all right, that I'm here for you, and that no matter what happens, my light and my love will always be with you. Okay.
Okay. But let's put a pin in that. Well, maybe he was liking you as much as you liked him, so it made him feel some type of way. Could that not be?
I mean, obviously, but I'm just like, but you grown, and when you get rejected as a grown adult, sometimes you got to choose the lesser of the two evils.
That is true.
And you need to consider that, your feelings are hurt, but I respectfully and honestly came to you, and I didn't ghost you. I didn't just switch up. Like, I had a whole conversation. I gave you an explanation. I offered what I thought was proper closure. And girl, you let that dried up ass Jerry curl just get the best of your motherfucking seat, and you gonna hang up on me?
You going too far. You going too far. So, in other words, okay, you told him that basically he needed that, this should stop and he should focus more on himself. And he took it a different type of way.
Yes.
Is that clear enough? Yes. All right. Cool. Yeah. So with that said, all right. So
he sent me your old nasty piece of lose my number. Like I wasn't going, bitch. I'm dumping you. I was gonna lose your number anyway, bitch. I'm evicting you out of my life, girl. Like that was a given that your number was gonna be blocked, that your number was gonna be rolled down the hill, put on an anchor, bitch, and then drug and drowned in the Pacific Ocean, girl. You ain't had to tell me to lose your number. This bitch tried to reclaim her fucking pride and dignity back because she felt away because I was rejecting her, so she had to bounce up and had to send me an old text, lose my number. Girl, I'm losing more than your number, bitch. I'm choosing to lose your ass, girl. What the fuck you talking about? So I put a thumbs up and I kept it moving. And you know what? A lot of hoes be like, oh, y'all content creators, y'all be doing shit. Y'all be doing shit for fucking clicks and views, girl. So much shit that happened behind these scenes that could have made story time. I could have got my click and views off of a lot of drama that played out, but I don't even do that. I ain't even running down on that bitch. Like, and that's what usually does happen. Is hoes get ran down on especially when it comes to content creators, bitch. We can see that there's a whole sector dedicated, girl. So you cross me, bitch, you get ran down on. I ain't even do that. I let that whole live, right? Okay, so I'm cooling. I'm thinking me and Wiley is cooling. Somewhere in between Steve getting dumped and then me and Wiley continuing in our YouTube ship, Steve done communicated to Wiley that I've been talking shit about him. So Wiley called himself, I think, texting me one day or calling me one day, like, can I ask you a question? I'm like, no, bitch, but I will permit you to on this God-given day. And he was like, have you been talking about me to Steve? And I'm like, of course I've been talking about you to Steve. Steve been talking about you to me. We talk about you amongst ourselves. Yeah, bitch, I've been talking. The fuck you mean, bitch? This is YouTube. Like me and Steve don't know each other from a can of paint on the wall, girl. What you think we gonna get on the phone and talk about? We ain't got shit else to talk about. I mean, after I done asked you what type of cheese you like on your sandwich.
Well, I mean, you can ask personal questions to kind of get to know him if you was interested in him.
Okay, but that's what I was about to say. It ain't but so many goddamn get to know you questions that I can ask you after I done asked you what type of cheese you like on your sandwich, what your favorite color is, where
you see yourself in 5 years, what kind of relationship goals do you have? What kind of
we discuss all of that, but damn, we ain't spending all of our damn nighttime minutes talking about the future and our past. Of course, we also talking about what we also talking about what we have in common, and that's YouTube. Just like me and you talk about YouTube offline, just like me and Larry talk about YouTube offline.
We don't necessarily talk about content creators. It's more about.
I'm saying we talk about
the level of where you want to take your platform, the different.
Right. We look.
So that's
what what I'm trying to fucking understand is what the fuck is the problem with content creators talking about YouTube offline? Bitch, YouTube makes up the majority of our lives. Like, we're talking about what's going on with Tasha K. We're talking about what's going on with Lovely T. We're talking about like whatever it is. I mean, the YouTube is the new fucking cable. So of course everybody conversations are in some way include what's going on social media, and me and Steve's conversations were no different because he's a content creator, I'm a content creator. We met on YouTube, so we're having a casual conversation, and we both agreed that Wiley is messy as fuck. He own messiness, but he got it. He got the I and the T, but he messy as fuck. So Steve went and took Wiley my part. But he didn't take Wiley his part.
As some people do, yeah.
But then I had to cuss Wiley out because I'm like, first of all, bitch, you don't come and confront me about some shit that I done said to you 101 times, girl. I done called you messy to your fucking face. So I'm keeping that same energy to your fucking nostrils behind your motherfucking back, bitch. I'm keeping that same energy, eyelash to eyelash, nostril hair to nostril hair, lip to lip in your face. I'm keeping it behind your back, and my narrative ain't changed. You messy and you got it. So what part of that you got a problem with, bitch? Because when I aired your ass out on your platform and called into your show, you ain't have shit to say about me telling you was messy. When I was in your comment sections, kicking and laughing at your ass, telling you messy as fuck, but you talented, you ain't had a problem with it. Oh, but because you ain't invited to the Ponderosa, bitch, you got a problem with it. But because you ain't under the sheets, with the Steve and the conscious, okay? Now you gotta find a way to have an issue about some shit you ain't even pressed about because you ain't man enough to be like, you know what, bitch? I'm pressed. I'm jealous. You two sexy ass motherfuckers ain't even invite me to be the meat between both pieces of bread, bitch. Yeah, I'm mad as hell. See, I would have respected that. But when motherfuckers try to use dumbass, illegitimate, unsubstantial situations to try to disguise another fucking agenda and another narrative and another wound they got within them. See, that's when I gotta crack your ass open because see, I do this. This whole psychoanalyzing bitches, I do this. This whole breaking bitches' minds and psychology down to a science, I do this, okay? The conscious does this captivating. Don't you know that the CTV does this captivating?
I'm aware.
Okay. So I had to lay off into Wiley ass, okay? Then one day, Steve and Wiley took to Wiley platform. And I had already said to Wiley what I had to say. Okay. Yeah, bitch. Me and Steve have spoken about you. But because Steve fuck with you and I fuck with you, girl, no conversation that we're having is remotely with ill intention. We're just having casual conversation. So you don't got no enemies over here.
Right.
Not none. So girl, miss me with the bullshit, girl. Go find your EBT application. Miss me with the shit. You got other things to do, girl, than to be pressed about what the nature of me and Steve's conversation is when you wanted to understand the nature of what me and Steve's pussy holes taste like. That's what you wanted to be aware of, okay? You wanted to drink from the fountain of CTV, girl, because see, Steve was trying to hold on for dear life. See, the reason why Steve got mad is because the opportunity...
Bring it back just a little bit, but go ahead.
Oh, just a little bit, okay.
Just a little bit. Go ahead.
What's going on, Rebel Son? That's my other castmate. What's going on, boo? So I'm just like, okay, girl. So I'm minding my business one day. Okay, I already done had a conversation with Wiley. I'm thinking we already done. It's just cleared. I don't fuck with Steve. Steve don't fuck with me, and I done let Wiley know, bitch. You messy as fuck as always, but I still fuck with you. It is what it is.
Right, true.
But then Steve and Wiley they go live. They go real live. And they start doing the most. Okay. So Wiley is texting me, oh, Steve is here.
But you should not be surprised. You already know.
Okay, well, I ain't say I was surprised.
Right. That's okay.
Yeah, because I already knew the bitch was messy. So Wiley texting me, oh, Steve is here, conscious. Steve is here, conscious. Steve is here. You need to call in. You need to speak to this. You need to answer to this. I'm like, bitch, fuck you and our bony oodles and noodles ass, decrepit, dilapidated, dry Jerry curl, scallywag scalp ass bitch. I already done let both of you motherfucking orangutan ass, malignant ass, maniacal ass, bootleg ass, twinning ass bitches know what time it is, girl. So what the fuck I need to call in for, girl? And anything that I need to say, girl, I can haul over and pull up on Conscious TV Boulevard, bitch, and say what the fuck I need to say, girl. What I need to go on your idiot.
That's true. Oh, I think you froze a little bit. All right. Okay. Well, all right. Well, Conscious is frozen on his moment of going in. Welcome to everybody who just popped in. If you really just popped in, welcome. While he gets that together, this is quite interesting. Yeah, I guess it is dry beef jerky, but I guess somebody brought it back up, so he felt the need to address it, and he's doing a little fall cleaning as we head into the fall season. He's doing a little cleaning up and airing some things out. So while he does that, I am here to kind of make sure it don't go too far, because sometimes you lose the message from the messenger because they kind of go off tangent. That's all. So I'm just definitely here to make sure it don't go too far. But I mean, at the end of the day, he is validated to feel how he feels. Wish the other people were here to kind of say their piece, but they did get invitations, and I guess it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's entertaining for the most part. Hope you guys are having. Oh, Steve Gibson is here. Dang, look at that. This happened last year. Why is he telling the truth?
I'm motherfucking back.
Okay, welcome back. Steve Gibson is here, actually.
Okay, good.
You might want to drop
here, and he's not telling the truth at all. Steve Gibson, the StreamYard link is in the motherfucking
so he can tell his side.
Let's get it, honey. Let's get it, girl. StreamYard link is in the live. Let's go.
In the words of Kingpin, we can clear the
click the link, boo. And while you here, pull Wiley ass up the fuck too.
Oh, and whoever was asking, there is some vodka in here and a slight dab of ginger ale, but mostly vodka. But
you drinking, Captain?
And it's 3 cups. Yeah, I always. And it's 3 cups because I always clean my cups, so I don't like to be reused. I reuse cups that I use. So yeah, I mean they're clean. So yeah.
Okay, y'all. So we waiting for Steve Gibson to pull up and tell his truth, girl. So the StreamYard link is in the motherfucking description. And I don't know why Wiley ain't got his ass here.
I'll have you blocked. How do I have you?
Honey, this happened last year, dude. Bye.
I don't have you
done. I still want you. Girl.
I don't block people. Now, if my moderators blocked you, they blocked you because of something you said.
Girl.
I don't block people.
Don't defend yourself from the chat, bitch. Come and bring that goddamn Jerry curl up on the screen, girl. We want to see you loud, live, and in color because you bitches had a lot of shit to talk last year, bitch. Y'all went and pulled out stunt. Y'all went and pulled out whole fucking stunt, and I had to drop kick your ass to the left.
Okay, all right, girl.
And you got exposed in the words of motherfucking Jocelyn, bitch. Don't come in my motherfucking chat talking your shit. When I'm giving you the opportunity, bitch, to pull your motherfucking ass up, girl. The StreamYard link is in. Pull that ass up, bitch. You hoes don't ever want to talk when it's time for a bitch to get with y'all, motherfucker. I'm not fighting over a beef a year ago. No, bitch. You speaking your truth, bitch. You here? What you mean? You here? You here?
Listen,
you not. This bitch, hold on, wait, Captain Baby.
No.
He got the time. He ain't got the time, but he got the time. You got enough fucking energy, girl, to pull your ass up in the stream. Girl, I'm not about to read your motherfucking comments on StreamYard, bitch. I gave the motherfucking link. Introduce yourself to the people, bitch, and talk your shit, and let's get to the bottom of it. Since I'm not telling the truth, bitch, because I got all the text messages, I got all the iCloud messages, I got all that shit, bitch.
He's not gonna do it.
What are you talking about, bitch?
He's not gonna do that.
Yeah, I know they're not going to. Because when a pussy ass bitch get talked to the carpet, honey, a pussy can't stand up. That pussy turned to a virgin again when pussy get caught to the carpet, bitch. That pussy gets caught. When that pussy gets caught to a carpet, pussies turn to virgins. Turn to motherfucking virgins, bitch.
There's nothing wrong with a virgin.
I just asked you to bring your motherfucking faucet water drinking ass onto the live, bitch. You in the comment section, girl. You already here. You already here. Come and defend your truth, bitch. You already here. Pussy, bitch. You already
here. See, all the name calling is not helping.
No, okay? It is helpful because
it's helping. No, it's helping you. It's not helping your purpose. Okay. Your purpose is.
I forgot. I brought you here for accountability, but no. But don't you see how weak this nigga is? How weak this nigga is. See, when I didn't show up last year, when you were running it down, bitch.
Listen. You brought him here, or you asked for him to come so he can say
his part. Pull already into the house, girl. Pull up. You already in the driveway. Come on into the house. Come on into the house, bitch.
Well,
Come
I
on
mean, personally, I wouldn't come into somebody's house if they were outraged because I would feel some type of way.
But I'm not outraged. I'm not.
I mean, I didn't say outrage.
I'm real dainty today. I'm real dainty. I ain't outraged. I'm grown.
You real dainty. I mean, you are grown. At the end of the day, you are grown. You've been grown. That's not a question.
How many debates have y'all seen me in, and I have been able to allow bitches to tell their truth? I don't mute niggas. I don't kick niggas out. I don't do none of that. We can have
apparently somebody conversation. The gentleman did say you muted him that one time. I did watch that.
I muted that bitch. I muted that gentleman when two gentlemen was over talking me on my turn to talk, and I asked them several times to shut the fuck up, and they didn't. So I helped them to shut the fuck up by muting them. But I ain't never mute a motherfucker because their opinion. I ain't never mute a motherfucker because of what they were saying. I don't give a damn if none of that shit gonna move me because we already know what the truth is, bitch.
We got it. I got it.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
Okay, so we ain't gonna pull up. He ain't pulling up. Okay, Ma.
I don't know.
Block that bitch from the chat. The bitch ain't pulling up. Block the hoe from the chat, bitch. You don't get to pull up and don't pull in, bitch. This ain't the pull out method, hoe. I ain't having you the way that your mother had you, bitch. You don't get to pull in without pull. You don't get to pull up without pulling in, bitch.
Yeah, but see, look what he's saying. He said, "I'm not here to be disrespectful. I'm just
you here to be disrespectful because last year when you tricked off and tried to spin a motherfucking narrative, bitch, you was very much so with the drama. Last year, bitch, when you were doing all that slick shit with Wiley, trying to make Wiley feel some sort of kind of way, bitch, when you were the one who didn't want Wiley ass to know we was talking. And then come to find out, bitch, you was conspiring against Wiley when it came to fucking Armand Wiggins and motherfucking Official King Payne, bitch. Bitch, you was a dirty, unfaithful ass, unruly, unethical, disgusting, untrustworthy ass bitch. And I'm so glad that Wiley saw through that motherfucking dilapidated Jerry curl, bitch. I am happy he did it. You is a fugazi ass, punk ass nigga. Y'all had the time last year, had the time today, bitch, when a bitch is ready to address you. That's what you do. That's what you do. No, ain't no motherfucking Steve. Wiley ain't influenced him. Steve was with the shits. Steve was the one who transferred the motherfucking text messages over to Wiley. That's why Wiley had the shit to read. And Steve is a grown-ass man. He's a daddy. And if he's still motherfucking being influenced at the age of fucking 50, bitch, break off somewhere and rotate. Rotate, bitch. You don't get the excuse of being influenced by nobody when you a grown-ass nigga. Wiley didn't motherfucking influence you to put that 20...
Can we just say grown-ass man?
No, Wiley ass did not influence Steve to put that glued-in 27-piece in his motherfucking head. Wiley didn't motherfucking influence him to slap that motherfucking CVS MAC makeup on his motherfucking face. Wiley ass didn't influence him to put them cheap-ass Kim's Beauty Supply Store-ass contacts in his motherfucking eye. So we ain't gonna let Wiley atone for shit Steve Gibson did, bitch. You over the age of 21, and when you stand before the good Lord, Wiley ass won't be there either, bitch. And he ain't here today. He ain't here today.
Okay, I feel you needed to get that out, so I just excuse myself so you can get that all out of your system. Now that you have
block that ratchet ass, pussy clot ass bitch out my motherfucking chat, bitch. You can't pull up and go titty to titty and go double D to double D with me, bitch. Watch from the bushes.
You finish?
Am I done?
You feel better?
Do I?
Do you? I'm asking.
Could I feel better if I didn't have an accountability partner here trying to slow me down and I could really commit to my nastiness?
I mean, I could step down. It's no thing for me. I'm just saying that. Do you feel better? Because I think had the approach been different, he might have popped on, and so you could really take him face to face.
Okay, hold on. Let me. No, he ain't gonna pop on because first of all, I ain't talked to Steve Gibson since I thumbs up his ass last year. Okay, when he told me to lose his number.
Well, he came. He obviously came. He came here for.
Okay, hold on. I got to break it down to you. When a loser told me to lose his number, I ain't talked to that bitch since. Okay, when a few days ago, when I wanted to have this conversation, because Wiley reached out to me a few months ago and had apologized to me for the situation. That's the only reason me and Wiley had made up, because Wiley was a man unlike this pussy ball scalp ass bitch was. See, I can respect a bitch who knows how to make an honest apology. I can respect a motherfucker who ain't got to be coerced and manipulated and snuck up on to give a fucking apology. That's why I received Andrea Garrison's apology. She ain't had to be pressured. She ain't had to be monkey stomped. She ain't had to be forced to the doorstep. She was able to come like a whole woman and take full accountability for what she played in the bullshit.
I get that.
And I had to slap respect on that.
True.
See, I'm a forgiving ass bitch. We can get past anything we need to get past if you're gonna be a grown man or grown woman about it. So even though me and Steve did not speak since last year when all the fuck shit went on, when he called me, I picked up. The first thing he did was say, "Conscious, I want to apologize to you." Okay. That's why I wanted to have him here today. Get this fucking. Okay. Let me take this motherfucking Nightmare on Elm Street off my motherfucking shit. This is why I wanted to have him here today, because
right, but that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking maybe he would have.
No, it ain't no man. It's not. Oh, this is what I was going to say, because when I reached out to, I video chatted Steve Gibson on Instagram a few days ago. Okay. So he didn't know what my energy was, because I ain't even addressed this shit when all this shit was popping off. I ain't even addressed the bullshit. But I called him like a man, or like the beautiful woman that I am, and I pulled up on that bitch with my double D's. Okay? And I video chatted him because I wanted to tell him that I'm going to have a conversation with Wiley. Wiley apologized to me, blah, 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 blah. And I wanted to let him know that if we can get past it, this is an opportunity for us to clear up some shit. Okay, the bitch ain't answer the phone because the bitch is pussy. Okay, so that's why I don't respect the bitch pulling up now and then pulling up in the comment section and then claiming you ain't got time and you ain't addressing no beef from last year. Bitch, you here addressing it. You here addressing it in my comment section. You took time to pull the bloody ass tampon out your fucking asshole and to pull up here. That's what you chose to do.
You could do that. I don't think.
But just go ahead and commit.
I don't think that's.
Just go ahead and commit. Just go ahead and commit, girl. I don't know whether the COVID still got that fucking bitch's nostrils throwing up and regurgitating and shit, bitch. Okay. We know you was out of breath. That's when you got that ass, girl. How is that respirator working for you, bitch? You see what happens when you fuck with the righteous bitch? A year later, girl, the spirit of COVID creeps up all up and through that wet ass curl, girl. You know, you can't wear curl. You can't wear that juicy ass shit. You got your damn pores all open in the winter, girl. If the flu gonna find you, bitch, you know COVID gonna do it. You know COVID gonna do it, bitch. The common cold found you, bitch. You know, you know it. You know it. Now, let me get back to my fucking story before a weak bitch pulled up to do a weak thing. So, Wiley called himself being pressed, being upset. I was like, okay, cool, bitch, feel how the fuck you want to feel. Now we're gonna call into the show. When him and Steve Gibson was live last year, and talking all that shit, he was like, call in, conscious. So I called in. Said the same thing that I said here. I said, bitch, first of all, bitch, Steve, you gotta be one bitter ass bitch to feel away because, bitch, I dumped your ass to the left and then you press and trying to get your pride back. So you gonna go and put a old nasty bug in your friend ear because you know your friend is deaf and dumb and blind enough to fall for the fucking okie dokie. And Wiley did. Because see, Steve knew Wiley was crushing on me and him. So he knew because he wasn't a content creator and he really couldn't kick my ass and get my ass back the way he wanted to, he vicariously tried to live through Wiley ass, who was weak enough to fall for the bullshit. That's why he took the whole situation to Wiley. I ain't have no problem with the bitch telling Wiley that I caught his ass messy, because Wiley knows that I've caught his ass messy. What I had a problem with is the context in which you did that in. You didn't tell Wiley that shit because you love him. You didn't tell Wiley that shit because you was his friend. You told Wiley that bitch because you wanted Wiley to feel a way about me, because you felt the way about me because I gave that ass the axe, bitch. I gave that ass the axe, but I gave it to him lovingly. Lovingly. Gave it to you lovingly. Okay? And then
how do you do that?
And then you was a pussy hole then.
How do you do that lovingly? Just a question.
Okay, but then, period.
Right, but was it like we can be friends?
No, I went through the whole thing. I told you, I caught the bitch. Told the bitch, hey, you're going through a lot. And you know what? Even though I don't like that bitch, I don't fuck with that bitch, there would never come a day, bitch. There would never come a day. Because you ain't strong enough, bitch. You ain't, my clitoris too enlarged, bitch. You ain't big enough, bitch. You ain't got enough inches on it, bitch. You ain't got enough inches on it, bitch, for us to sit at the same table. To sit at the same motherfucking table, bitch.
Wait, you have a okay.
Enlarged clitoris, enlarged hermaphrodite clitoris. It's a non-gender conforming, enlarged natural biological clitoris.
Okay.
And that bitch ain't got enough motherfucking inches.
Oh.
To sit at the motherfucking table with me, nigga.
Oh.
Now. So I had let that bitch down easy. But then he was a pussy. He was a pussy hold in, because you only went and told Wiley what I had already told Wiley, but you ain't tell him, bitch, how we were trading off the remarks that Wiley was messy. See, the whole thing was...
I mean, that usually happens.
It was genius. Yeah, it was genius. It was cute, girl, because Wiley was with the mess, so he was going to fall for it. You know, you had the right set of situations. But, bitch, you and Wiley, even as a tag team duo, ain't no match for one of me, bitch. My bundles can get up here and drag you bitches. My bundles don't even need my presence, girl, to do this, bitch. Even two of you hoes could not even get it started against one of me, bitch.
Not your hair. Not your hair.
One of me.
Please, not your hair.
Now.
But proceed.
I called into the show. Okay? The show was a shit show, bitch.
You said that, and you told us that you told.
It was a shit show. I was talking all over them hoes, talking all through them hoes, cussing them hoes out, doing everything on the sun. Okay, then I fell away. I went back to CONSCIOUZTV Boulevard, bitch, where the fuck I was.
So then you still, after you addressed them, you still felt the way and chose to go back.
No. After I addressed them hoes, bitch, I was down. I was destiny fulfilled. I was fine.
So did you come back on your platform to then say something?
No, y'all can't find no video. I never did one video on none of these hoes.
Okay.
I never did one video. I never went to my community tab. When I tell you I played, let me tell you how fair of a fighter I am. I knew, because both of these hoes were struggling fucking content creators, that it wouldn't even be a fair fight if I fought through my platform. See, that's how fair of a fighter I am. I could have got the best of the narrative. I could have weaponized my followers and my subscribers, who always down with all of the shit, because they know that CTV don't fuck with nobody. They know what the truth be, bitch. Okay? And they be here for the kingdom come. So I ain't even do one video on that's how easy I took on these bitches.
Okay, got you.
I would never do such a thing. Plus, I knew that Wiley had all type of cross-eyed issues.
Okay.
No, because this is important. I knew because...
Well, we know the issues. We know the issues. We don't need
okay, but let me make them clear. Since motherfuckers wanted the motherfucking spin a narrative on me, let me really talk it through. I knew Wiley had all type of cross-eyed ass issues. That's what really saved Wiley ass. Okay? Not only...
Can he just have issues?
Not only can he not
be cross-eyed though, like he could just have issues. Like
no, No, Wiley is open about the fact that he got cross-eyed issues. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. Now, but see, that was his saving grace. That's it, right. Because see, Wiley used to do a lot of slick, shady shit, and a lot of people took it easy on Wiley because they were compassionate, considerate of the fact that he wasn't playing with all his marbles. And I didn't feel comfortable going in on him, especially at a time where he wasn't taking his medication. He would have manic episodes. And I didn't want to optimize and exacerbate his mental fucking health like I could have. Plus, deep down beneath all my frustration with Wiley, I still liked Wiley. Because deep down beneath all the immaturity, beyond all the cross-eyed issues, I felt like there was a There was issues, period, that there was a real decent dude there. That's what I felt. So I didn't press the gas. Now, fast forward. Me and Wiley have a conversation.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. So now the whole Geo interview was happening a few months ago.
Which the first one we talking about?
The first interview I did with Geo was happening. That was a few months back, like when we was all quarantined to the ground. Okay. Wiley called me after the interview. He congratulated me on the interview. He apologized. He said, "Conscious, I mishandled you. I was wrong. I was full of shit. The way I did you, the way I came at you, blah, blah, blah. And I just want to apologize to you." I didn't even give Wiley no heat because I really like Wiley. I really, really, really like Wiley. So I was like, okay, cool. I said, I knew you was on your bullshit, but, you know, I look at you like a little brother. So, you know how you get mad with your little brother, but you don't stay mad enough to really be done with your little brother because that's your little brother. Your little brother is annoying as fuck, frustrating as fuck, immature as fuck, but that's your little brother. So I was like, okay, cool, Wiley. I said, I get it, cool. And me and Wiley been cool since. Now, I don't look at a lot of people's content on YouTube. I don't. But like 2 weeks ago, because YouTube algorithm been told the fuck up. So all type of shit been in my damn algorithms and been in my recommendations. So I turn my ass around and I ain't gonna give no clout to their bitch today. Aside from the dry Jerry curl asshole with the goddamn glued in 27 piece who tried to pull up in the drive.
27 piece. Up. Pull it back to the 27 piece. Okay. So, moving forward. Okay. So, some other content creators' content came up in my recommendations, and I kept hearing my name being called. And this whole Steve Wiley situation was being referenced. I was like, bitch, this shit happened a year ago. On one end, it's like what happens on YouTube becomes history. So at some point in time, it's going to get referenced again for whatever fucking reason. Fine. But it reminded me because it kept coming up and I didn't know why that shit was coming up now. And people wasn't giving commentary on it, but it was like referencing Wiley. Because they were saying that Wiley was messy and Wiley tried to spin a narrative. Him and Steve Gibson tried to spin a narrative about CONSCIOUZTV. But then Steve ended up being fucking exposed for being underhanded on some other shit when it came to Wiley. And everything kind of fucking came out. And Steve and Wiley allegedly fell the fuck out. That's why we don't see Steve as no fucking more. However, so it reminded me that, I never addressed this. I let them hoes say everything they had to say, girl. I let them, do all that shit, and I set my ass on ice. And so since 2020 is the year of full vision, twin vision, okay? I don't mind revisiting every motherfucking closed casket because it ain't had no dirt on it. I lowered that motherfucker, but I ain't threw no dirt on it because, once again, it's in the Scorpio nature to make that ass all the way back around to the mountain, bitch. So I made sure not to give no finale burial until I was good and motherfucking ready to. And today, as in August the 16th at 6 p.m. Well, even though there was no dirt on it, don't you think it was decomposing though?
I didn't walk them hoes properly. I made sure that there was enough life and consciousness in them for them to catch all this before they went ahead and made their final transition.
Oh,
Because it'll be it after today. So, Wiley apologized, boom, boom. I thought, okay, cool. It's a lot of shit that people keep bringing up. I ain't never addressed. I'm going to take the time out to address it, okay? So, make a long story short, me and Wiley good, okay? And I respect Wiley because he had the balls, he had the kahunas to apologize and to come to me like a man. The same way that Steve could have came to me like a motherfucking man. He could have came to me like a man.
Would you still accept his apology even if, you know, hypothetically speaking, he were to say on his own platform that that never happened?
Say that again.
If he were to say that never happened on his own platform, would you still hold that respect and accountability?
No, I'm not accepting shit.
No, I'm just saying, if he, you know, because you don't know.
No, because I never did shit to Steve. I never did a goddamn thing to Steve. I never dragged that bitch. I never dragged that bitch. I never took to a platform. I never spun a fucking narrative. And that bitch tried to do the motherfucking most, all because I told that gutter snipe ass bitch that we should be better off as friends. And this tragic asshole gonna hang up in my face.
Gotcha.
And then try to spin a narrative through the text messages. But see, they didn't pull up the dates. Because the way because me and Steve did more on the phone conversating than we did texting. Our texting was very sparse. But when they read the text messages, they all looked like they was in sync. You should have checked them goddamn dates because you would have saw. One comment was from last week. The following comment was from a week later. There was no dialogue we ever had in the thread. But Steve, being a punk pussy ass bitch who couldn't get up on the platform and say, I was pressed. I felt the way. Yeah, I got in my feelings. Boom, boom, pow. I really like Conscious. Because even when I called into the show, I still maintained that I really liked Steve. I thought he was a great guy. But that thing he tried to do was team too much. And for what? For what, bitch? Like, for what? For what? Right. For what? All that shit Steve told me about his personal life, about his background, I never brought that shit to the public platform, and even now, I don't fuck with that bitch, and still would never open the casket on that hoe. I'll drag that bitch this way, but I still never even open up the casket on that bitch.
Please.
So for all the motherfuckers who confused in the chat about why I'm revisiting all this because I can, for one. It's my name, and all this shit is still sitting up in lights, in titles, okay? All this shit is still in the algorithm for motherfuckers to give an opinion about. And everybody spoke about the shit but CTV. But I wasn't going to speak about it on their bitch time but CTV's time. And if that's a year later, so the fuck be it. So the fuck be it. And guess what? It'll always be that motherfucking way. Because I ain't going to never address these haters on their motherfucking time. Ever, bitch. I don't give a fuck whether you 300 videos in, bitch, with my name in the title, bitch. It might be 5 years later, the Armageddon and the second coming of Christ is pushing through the clouds, bitch, when I may finally decide to turn around and sock it to your ass. Fuck is you talking about? Oh, mods. Miss Old School, don't put up with their bitch shit. Don't put up with their bitch shit in the comment section. Classic Queen, don't put up with their bitch shit in the comment section. Scoot them hoes, expedite their ass, get them a first, because we keep it classy over here, get them a first class ticket over to Block Nation. Put up with their bitch shit in the comment section. Nail one of them hoes. Whoever y'all feeling, predicting, y'all intuition is tingling, bitch. Block, and motherfucking block. And don't email me after Block Nation. If you feel like a bitch is trying to pull up on the curb, tow truck that bitch to Block Nation. Because bitch, ain't that bitch gotta be in the comment section. It's 1,000,000,001 other motherfucking channels a bitch can be on. And a gun to a bitch head to be here. Just like you had free will and used your constitutional rights, to click the fuck on, you can use them same God-given governmental whitewash ass rights to click the fuck off. I ain't hearing their shit by their bitch, because this is my shit that I'm addressing. My shit. So flew your ass on out. Now.
Well, all right.
Me and Wiley are cute. I love him. I support him. That's why people saw me over in the chat a few days ago, because we good. And I really love Wiley. And Wiley's supposed to be doing a collaboration with me on some shit that I spoke to him about, but that's kind of a little bit of a surprise. The whole point of him being here today is because we wanted to demonstrate that mistakes can happen. People can get full of themselves, but people can grow up, okay? People can get past shit. People can talk shit out, okay? That
that's true. I mean, that's true, but how many times do you allow that before you start to?
I mean, well, I don't have no salacious history like with Wiley. Like, Wiley ain't never did anything, you know, to me that would warrant me to just control all and delete him permanently. You know, we went through some childish YouTube shit. He got full of himself, and you know, I mean, it is what it is. Now, if Wiley would have did anything that I felt would have ultimately crossed the line of lines, then no, I would have still received his apology, but I would have never fucked with him again. But as of yet, he hasn't done anything that would warrant that level of I don't fuck with you. And to be honest, neither did Steve, because I would have been willing to have a very adult conversation today to clear it all up. The whole point of today was to clear it all up. The name of the title, bitch, is tying up all the loose ends. So we addressing all the skeletons, because the shit.
The name of the title might have been. Well, he might have been willing, again, like I said earlier, he might have been willing to.
Did you see him willing to? Did you see him willing to? No, he literally said he ain't addressing no year-old beef because he don't want the crusade to start. Because see, bitch, I will launch the attack this time. Everything I didn't do to that bitch last year, it will happen this year. It'll happen this year. So no, the bitch had let y'all know that he ain't addressing on you because he can't address it. The truth ain't in you and it ain't on your side, bitch. You ain't got shit to address. So you gonna stay your pussy bum ass, okay? In the bushes and the skybox where the fuck you belong. Now that's his move. Okay? I love you, Wiley. I want to bring in my next guest, Dark Chocolate, also known as Chocolate Bay, also known as Deshawn. I don't know whether this bitch in the witness protection program or why he got all these damn aliases, but we gonna figure it out today. Hi.
Oops. I don't know if he's muted.
Okay, what's going on, you guys? What's going on, Conscious? Thank you for having me on. Hey, Christian.
Hey, what's going on, Deshawn?
Good. How are you, gentlemen?
I'm so sorry for leaving you in the background for so long. I didn't know I had to get all that up out of me.
It's crazy. I was laughing and leaving comments. It was funny as hell.
Now, a part of revisiting the past was also your video showed up in the algorithm. Now, because you are an adamant supporter and all of that, I didn't mind saying your name and giving you whatever you'll benefit from by being here today, because I do believe that you have a genuine heart. I also thought your commentary a few months ago about the Larry King Job situation was a perfect catalyst for me to address some things, because you did represent a portion of the viewing audience who was really confused about the way I moved in that whole situation. Despite the fact that I've done one video about the King Job situation, and I broke it all down, let people know what happened from top to bottom, but maybe people had missed that commentary. So you felt like I threw King Jobs to the side for Larry. Am I mistaken, if you can recall?
A little bit. King Jobs and I, we met during Labor Day in San Antonio, and we sort of vibed a little bit. He's a cool guy, funny. And from what I saw as a spectator, I don't really recall a lot that happened because it was so long ago. But I do feel like a little bit that I thought you guys had a good relationship, a close relationship, and I thought that maybe things got lost in translation. From what I understood, when you and Larry became close, or like that type of thing, I think maybe he was like a mentor to you a little bit and you looked up to him. So I thought maybe jives got lost in a mix, and maybe he was thrown in there and he didn't know exactly what was going on. And I was just trying to make a video trying to support him. So
were you watching?
you looking like, what the hell?
So were you watching any of my commentary at that time too? Or
No, not at that moment. I wasn't. I saw a couple videos, but not a lot.
So you were biasly supporting Josh.
Well, okay, yes, I was.
Okay.
See.
Come on, honesty. Okay.
See, yeah. Because
Right.
he was cool, and I didn't want him to get like trampled over, so I was just trying to do a couple videos in his defense. You know.
Okay. So from what you saw out of me, like, what did you witness that made you feel like I was doing him wrong? Like,
I was looking at his video and a couple of yours, and I felt like
I only had did one.
Well, I felt like from his point of view, his vantage point, that maybe he felt that you were dissing him for Larry Reed Live. So you were going with his perspective, his point of view, and leaving him out to dry with the whole thing and with the other guy and that type of stuff. So I just made a video. I think I made 2, just trying to support him.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well,
What you looking like that for, Conscious? Just say it, baby. Just say it. You look like, bitch, please.
Look.
Bitch, please. You like, bitch, please.
I mean, I guess I get it, but
I could be wrong. It was just from my vantage point, and it's a lot happened that I know I wasn't privy to that you know about, and Larry doing jobs. But I just was going from what I was seeing as a spectator and listening to a person I was cool with or a friend or whatever, and just trying to go with that narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure you were privy to a lot more and know a lot more. So you was speaking on your behalf that I didn't know. So that's where I was coming from.
Have you ever been in between two friends who are having a tiff?
Yes, and I just try to stay out of it.
Okay, you probably should have afforded us the same luxury of saying.
I know. But baby was probably the brown looker. Then I made a quick 3-minute photo.
Okay, so I just want to speak to this. And speaking to you is to everybody else who might not have caught everything that was going on. Because in your commentary, you was like really feeling away because you felt like, well, damn, CTV, why you switching up on King Jobs? He kind of brought you into the church sector and kind of taught you the ropes. I wanted to speak to that first and foremost. King Jobs didn't teach me shit. He didn't teach me a goddamn thing. He didn't introduce me to the church sector. He did not know nothing. Like there was no tutorial. There was none of that going on. I came into this church sector all by myself. Jobs didn't even know when I came in, he didn't even know that was even happening because I was coming in to support another one of my friends, which was Larry Reed at the time, because he couldn't talk. So I chose to speak for him. Mm-hmm. So I just want to get that clear that Josh didn't teach me a goddamn thing. I didn't owe him anything. He didn't give me anything. It just was what it was. Now, in terms of the situation with me, now me and King Josh, we're good. And we recently did a video a few months ago where we put a fine-tooth comb through it. The texture went from real fine to nappy, but we nonetheless was able to push that comb on through.
Baby, you said nappy. You talking about my hair, Conscious? Is that what you're trying to say? No, I'm just joking.
Your hair is beautiful and what
I'm joking. I'm
just pinky too. I just put a little wand and a little oil to this, or else
baby, gel and grease would do the trick. Yeah, it'll do the trick.
So
but it ain't nappy, it's curled at the end.
Allegedly. But baby, ain't no we'll believe it since it's wrapped up. Okay.
So I was fighting for me and King Josh's relationship. King Josh didn't want the fight because what he wanted at that time was for me to pick not just a side. He wanted me to pick a side, but I have to go with the side that really rings true and right to me. And in that situation, unfortunately, and it's not that I felt like Josh's issues were illegitimate. I just didn't like the way that it all started to play out. Because the last conversation, and all this is cleared up now. Larry and Justin spoke, me and Justin spoke. This is really just dead shit, but we're just putting it into context here. Josh had made a promise to Larry that if anything ever happens, just call me. If these ligaments get out here and start anything, just call me. Josh said,
what did you say? Ligaments
get out of control. Just call me. That didn't happen. There was a lot of other parties involved in that. It kind of added a lot of fire, a whole lot of gas to the fire. Things got out of control. I kept trying to talk them both into shutting the fuck up, working it out behind the scenes, but things kept being said, slick shit kept being said online, so people were kind of forced to address things publicly. By the time the interview I had with Larry happened, I had actually reached out to TINGZ and offered him the interview as well, because I wanted them both to tell their side of the story, and I want them both to have a mediator so that they could both articulate and communicate their truths properly. TINGZ initially was on board. He pulled the fuck out. Larry kept his appointment with the interview. We had the interview. Yeah. So then the public, the dumbass remedial public, ran to the left like, oh, why? I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. If you listen to the interview, didn't I state that I also extended the interview to TINGZ? And it was his right not to fucking take it. He is a grown-ass man with a big old grown-ass dick. And if he decides he didn't want to take the interview or he didn't want to do it, so be it. Larry did. We went forth. People felt the way about that. People felt like, oh, consciousness being ... Okay, even after that, still trying to hold on, still trying to wrestle between the two. But then Job stopped answering the phone for me. I'm texting him. Job, we need to talk. You doing all this slick shit. You doing all this subliminal shit. I'm your friend. We need to work this out. Oh, conscious. Like he was giving me all this fever. Didn't want to pick up the phone. Didn't even really want to text back. He started falling away. I said, TINGZ, I love you. I care about you. But, bitch, I'm not going to beg you for your friendship. I'm not going to beg you to show up and to work this shit out with me. I'm going to try so that I can go to bed at night in my heart and know that I did my part of trying to rectify this, but I can't do that without you. And if you don't want to show up for the process,
I get that.
Then I'm done. I'm done. So he was still giving me fever. I said, you know what? Since it's this hard for you to talk to me, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go. We ain't got to do this. We ain't got to worry about it. You know. And so I let the public know the next day on my community feed that, look, me and Jobs came to an agreement that we was going to end our friendship, that it was going to be over. All love, bless them. Now, because there was already momentum behind Jobs' anger, a lot of subliminal shit kept on happening. And I hadn't done one video yet. I hadn't did one piece of commentary yet. Addressing none of the shit that was happening. A bunch of shit started happening. Then we moved full steam ahead. Well, I moved full steam ahead, and I come across a video where TINGZ is talking to Jimmy Battles, who had allegedly accused George Bloomer of forcing him to suck the tip of his dick 2,500 years ago. So, in this conversation between Jimmy and King, Jimmy was eluding, because at this time they were spinning the narrative that Bishop Bernard Jordan and Larry Reed were child predators, child molesters. There was a whole child sex trafficking ring. And Jimmy Battles was trying to elude that I was somehow being paid to basically be positive PR for Larry Reed, etc. And when I listened to this interview, TINGZ was sitting there like co-signing, like, oh, I never thought about it that way. And and I'm getting upset listening because I'm like, bitch.
You expected some difference.
We've been friends for 3 years. You ain't never saw in my spirit a scandal. You ain't never saw anything that made you throw caution to the wind. You ain't never had to develop a defense mechanism against me. Because remember, at this time, I'm baby daddy. I'm baby mama to TINGZ. That's his spinoff. We had a very affectionate friendship, a very flirty friendship. So I'm like, so you willing to go this low to be this nasty and to co-sign some bullshit all because you don't like Larry and you feel away because it seems like to you, I have Larry's back.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that justifies you just letting motherfuckers tell all type of crazy shit about me. Now, I don't mind a lot of shit. You can call me a hoe. You can call me parking lot thought. You can call me all that, bitch, because this pussy is mine. It ain't never been for sale, but if it ever was, it's mine to put on the market.
Exactly. And I heard it's good. I heard it's good.
It ain't never been for sale. If it was, it's mine to put on the motherfucking
exactly
market, on the black market, on the brown market. So I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Exactly. And I heard it's good, Conscious. I heard it's really good. That's how like
it's real good. It's real hot. It's slippery.
Oh my God, my God. The wop, baby. The wop. The wop. The booty wop, baby.
Yes.
No, I'm just joking.
So I'm like, well, what y'all not gonna do is connect me to no type of a child, nothing.
I agree.
Sex, and I draw the line. So then I had to come out of the garage on that ass. And that's when I gave that whole like hour and a half video that's now deleted out of respect for he and I reconciling. I deleted all that shit. I deleted it. I let it go. I didn't even want it to be in the spin on YouTube. I removed the history. So recall is in motherfuckers' minds.
Okay.
So that's what made me jump up and speak to the situation from top to fucking bottom. So I'm okay with Josh feeling like I wasn't his friend at the time because I know how hard it is when people are pressed and people expect loyalty, and whether you're right or wrong, people expect the people around them to just co-sign it. But unfortunately, like I said in the beginning of this conversation, the reason why I keep a small circle is because I'm an ego buster. I'm an ego buster. And then a lot of motherfuckers built for a motherfucker who gonna think for themselves. I can love you and still fully disagree. Yeah. I can love you and still tell you that, bro, I think you got this one wrong. I can love you and still have my freedom to opinion and etc. And what I don't expect is for you to punish me because I'm not telling you what you want to hear, no matter how bad you want to hear it, and you don't. And you don't have the range and the maturity to be able to deal with that and say, you know what, I feel away, but I still my friend. It is what the fuck it is.
Right.
I'm not
I apologize.
My critical thinking and my opinion to be friends with Nair bitch, which gonna bring me to my next topic after I'm done with this. But what you want to say?
I want to say I apologize because I didn't know all the caveats and I just went on what I assumed or thought without knowing exactly what happened between, because I wasn't trying to get, different, gossip. I didn't ask him, well, what's going on with country? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just went from what I saw as a spectator. So I apologize because I didn't quite know exactly what was going on, So I apologize.
And I didn't feel like you was being like disrespectful, but I was like, okay, clearly Chocolate Bay claim because you made it so clear.
And I was on that yak. I was on the yak too.
Conscious. I'm like, well, motherfucker, you don't watch me too consistent. And you still putting all this misinformation out and shit.
I apologize. I was on that yak too. I love the brown. I'm sorry.
Well, I accept your apology.
Thank you. I'm not malicious, y'all. Like, if I am incorrect, I will come at you.
Courage, is that what it is? The brown brings out a different.
Baby, please, no. So you must know a lot about that. Captivating.
I'm not claiming. No, I'm asking. Does the brown?
No, captivating Catholic. I don't know about that.
I'm not Catholic.
Oh well. Okay. Well.
Okay, well, I just wanted to bring you on just to speak to that and say that I appreciate your clicking.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I adore you, Conscious. I watch you a lot, and I be in the chats, baby, going back and forth.
And next time I come up with some bullshit, you better watch everything that got to do with it so that when you get
I will. I got you. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Okay,
y'all have a good one.
I've been having a lot of LGBT related conversations, and I'm going to be putting together a lot of group dialogue. So be checking for me to hit you up about something.
I will.
I want to bring you in to participate in some of that carrying on.
Thank you, because Christian's DL, so I don't know if you acknowledge that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, baby. Bye.
All right.
DL, first of all, don't be trying to run away. Ain't nothing DL. My business is my business, regardless.
Yes, honey. Yes. Now,
just like your career is important to you, and you don't want nobody to know your business. Okay, get into that.
Accountability partner, pull back. Breathe.
I'm fine.
Breathe. Swallow. Okay.
I don't, but you know.
Last but not motherfucking least, to close off on this part of the commentary, because then I got some shit to talk about when it comes to Maddie and Geo too. Is Andrea Garrison. Are you in the building, bitch? Unmute this motherfucking microphone. Andrea Garrison.
What's up?
What going on, hunty? What's the T? New York in the motherfucking building. Double D up in the motherfucking building.
What's up?
How you doing?
How you feeling?
Hey, Christian. I'm good.
Well, first of all, I want to introduce Captivating and Andrea Captivating. Mm-hmm.
Hola.
Look at all 10s across the board, baby. This is what a attractive cast looks like, okay? Yeah. All 10s across the motherfucking board. Now, I know you've been hanging out in the background for a little while, and I don't want to keep you here long, but I just wanted to have you here to also co-sign something else that's not true, which is that I inserted myself in the King Jobs Larry Reed situation. From your point of view as somebody who we was all a part of this train wreck ultimately, did I insert? Huh?
I say it's all to be nice.
Yes, because we got our accountability part in it. Oh, she's a Scorpio too, Cap. So you got to hold both Scorpions accountable today. Okay, you got to hold both Scorpions accountable. So from your understanding, from what you saw, what you knew, what you felt, what you perceived, what you psychically picked up with all your witchcrafting, okay, did CTV insert himself, or was CTV inserted? Yes or no?
See, why you be bringing me on the show? They never just bring me on to say hi. How was your Sunday?
We here to talk all the loose ends, baby. 2020 got too much going on, and I'm down with a clear conscience. Period.
No. Well, first, before I answer anything and say anything, I want to say, in regards to that situation, I don't have no problems with nobody. I don't have no beef with nobody.
True.
We've already been there, done all that. I can say I'm not gonna lie for nobody, but I'm not here to stir no pots either. I didn't even know your ass was gonna ask me this. But whatever. In all honesty, to be fair, like not even to really go into details because everybody really knows the details anyway. In all fairness, I can honestly say no. The only reason I even know you personally is because the other party asked me to speak to you about my personal experience with Larry, because the other party more or less just was trying to protect you in all their defense. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, and from where I perceived it, the other party wasn't being malicious either. It was just, they genuinely cared for you and were just trying to protect you and wanted you to hear my experience. And that's when you told me, hey, listen, I understand that's your experience. I'm not taking away from your experience, but that's not my experience. Right, and I said that. I was like, you know what? I can't do nothing but respect that. I was like, you don't really, I said, technically, there's no reason for us to talk then. Did I not? I was like, there's really no reason for us to talk then. And I hung up the phone and I was gone. And I didn't mean it in this. And like, hindsight looking back, I understand how my actions could have been perceived a different way because I really did. I just banged. But for me, it was like I had no investment in it. So it was like, I just tried to get out of it and then it turned into some other bullshit. But in all fairness, I don't think it was malicious how you were brought in, but I can say from what I know of it, you didn't insert yourself. I was inserted to talk to you. If so.
Yes.
And it wasn't even me that tried to talk to you.
Yeah,
The
okay.
other party even admitted that they asked me because we had the three-way conversation, and they said out their mouth, I asked Drea to come to you because X, Y, and Z. So it wasn't even like I just came to you either. I was inserted in it as well. But no, you didn't. You didn't do anything. From my perspective, from that portion, you didn't do anything wrong. In all honesty, no, you didn't.
Okay, hold on. You say that portion. So is there a portion where I was wrong?
Well, I don't know, because you got to remember, I didn't meet you until that point. So I can't say anything previous. Like, I don't know the backstory with anybody. I really don't. I don't know y'all backstory. So I can only speak for what I know from when I came in the picture and when I was inserted and then you were then inserted. I can honestly say from then forward, like since I've known you, no, you haven't done anything wrong. I can't honestly say that, no.
Okay. I just wanted to clear that up though, because a lot of bitches had a lot of shit to say, and a lot of hoes was talking a lot of fuck shit, talking about CTV, and it was even subliminally being communicated like, oh, CTV, don't put yourself in. I'm like, put myself, bitch, I was minding my business over here. I got contacted about all this shit that was going on. I mean, to be completely and utterly, completely honest, I don't watch King Job's commentary, even as somebody who supports him, and I damn sure don't watch Larry Reid commentary, and I support him fully too. So I literally had no clue that this was even something between Jobs and Larry. I didn't know nothing about it. I had just came off of the William McCray shit.
I guess more or less, I'm confused because it's why the fuck is anybody's? I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss on your channel. Oops, but I did anyway.
Cut it out, honey.
I'm a Jezebel across the board on these channels. I'm trying to come correct, you know. Listen, I'm not allowed to go from channel to channel and tell my story. Only when it's in the Inquirer. When I get on the front page of the Inquirer.
Okay, good Lord, Father God.
But anywho, I guess I'm confused because why? What's the backstory? Like, why are you even asking this? Because what's going on? Because I thought all this was squashed anyway.
Look, because bitches keep talking, and I'm like, well, maybe people just are genuinely confused. Maybe people are just genuinely confused. Maybe, you know, people just didn't know. They didn't really keep up. So let me just do them a favor and get some content going on some of these questions out in the public. And I'm still under the impression that I'm cool with everybody that I made up with. Everybody who I made up with, I have kept that energy with. If we made up, we literally made up.
From what I can see, everybody seems to have moved on, though. Everybody seems to be doing.
Everybody moved on. King Johnson moved on. Larry moved on. You moved on.
It's only a few nuts that ain't moved on, but it ain't nobody that was in the inner circle. Or the whole inner circle seemed to have. I see Josh has been putting out good content. Miko back to doing the hair. I see she has some popping styles. I was saying, oh, I'm about to cut my hair. Look,
down to the
Larry's doing his thing. You're doing your thing. I'm not even a YouTuber, so I don't even know why I be in the YouTube beef because I'm like, shoot.
But if you notice, everybody with actual talent moved the fuck on.
Yeah.
Everybody who actually has talent was able to move into the
It's just YouTube. It's YouTube. And at the end of the day, most of us got to actually know each other outside of YouTube. So only the people that didn't get to be in that group did move on. But no, I don't understand.
And I want to say this again. Like, I really appreciate you atoning for your sins. There was a lot of people's apologies I had to get because I had to sneak up on them. I had to come down the chimney and get it. For you to have been where you was and then to have done the right thing, even when it didn't benefit you to do the right thing, it actually would have gave you a problem to have done.
Well, it did. That's the whole point. Me coming to you and Larry. Not that we gonna really go in detail about it, because that's gonna be another topic for another day. But what people don't understand is me apologizing to you and Larry has turned my world upside down to where I'm physically being stalked.
Okay, so let's make it clear though. definitely you apologizing to Larry.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna cast that blame all the way on Larry.
Well, but you know what I mean. Like, but that whole thing in general, me doing the right thing, whether it was apologizing to you, to Larry, to helping Jesus get up from the dead, at the end of the day, me doing the right thing caused me to get physically stalked. I mean, physically down to my damn fiance being stalked. I got whacked.
Look,
but yeah, but you got to do. My thing is, I can't expect somebody to hold. I can't scream from the rooftops for somebody to be accountable for what they did to me and not be able to stand in my own shit when I hurt somebody else. Because then my whole platform is of no use. Like, it's like, well, shit, bitch, you can't even come out and say you wrong. So how he's supposed to say he wrong? And that's real shit. Like, I believe that. Like, what goes around comes around. And I knew I wouldn't get any blessings if I didn't do the right thing. Like, you didn't do shit. You didn't do not a damn thing to me. Nothing.
Did y'all hear that? CONSCIOUZTV don't be doing shit to nobody. I'm right here minding my business. Okay, and people be coming for my neck, and I'm like, girl, what's going on? Like, I was telling you behind the scenes, but I'm gonna tell it to you on the scenes. Like, I was like, I never wanted to beef with her. First of all, I don't want to ever openly engage in active beef with a woman. You know, I don't mind having an opinion about anybody regardless of gender, but I don't want to beef with a woman. And then I didn't even know you to even not like you. And I was like, oh my God, she's forcing me to not like her. I don't have a problem. Like, even when me and Larry did our interview and he was giving his side, like, I was like, I never said, yeah, like when he was talking, when he was giving his side of you and his situation, I didn't co-sign anything. I didn't ad lib. I wasn't like, yes. Like, I was just like, I was literally so like, I didn't have a problem. Like, I didn't have a problem. I was honest with Jives in the beginning and said, look, it seems to me that Andrea might be the reason. Like, she might have put the battery in your back, because from the outside looking in, all we saw was Jives go from 1 to 100. And then you seem to be like the only new ingredient in the pot. So it just made logical sense to us to be like, okay, well, Andrea must be a part of.
Well, then, and it turned out the evidence showed it wasn't even me. And that was the thing. And then people couldn't get, and that was the issue that I was having, was that, like, every time I would turn around, people were like, oh, she's a Jezebel. Oh, she's the reason. Oh, she's causing all the drama. And I'm like, well, shit, in all actuality, I'm really thinking to myself, like, but what am I even doing? Like, I would even talk to my fiance. But then when the person admitted, like, well, no, she really didn't come on here in a malicious manner, nobody still, even because everybody had already had this thought of me, even after the person came clean and was like, she really didn't do it.
Yeah.
The label had already been put on me, and it was just like, for what? Because I'm actually a genuinely nice person. Like, I'm nice as hell. I'm not a mean girl at all. I'm not one of those you can't sit with us type of girls. I'm inclusive. I be cool, and I don't bother nobody. I be cool and I be chilling, but don't fuck with me.
That's that Scorpio. We got
but I'm
that.
cool as hell. Yeah, like, I'm cool as shit. I'm not a mean girl, like, at all. And I don't start shit with people. Like, I've never even had drama in my life. Like, going from one platform to the next. But what always blew me was people also judge me from going from platform to platform. And I'm like, I'm trying to get something done. I'm trying to tell a story. My job is to go from platform. When the people go from CBS to NBC to USA to fucking Tom Joyner in the morning and goddamn Conan at night, ain't nobody popping shit about them going from platform to platform.
Right.
Why not? Why? Because they got money? Because them bitches ain't getting paid to go on Conan?
Yeah. Correct.
I think Cardi B and them getting paid to go on Conan? No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're actually not.
Yeah.
But when you go from platform to platform, that's how you get different audiences.
Yeah.
To hear your story. Because if it's just one group of people, say that one group of people rejects you. Well, then what? Your story stops there? No, you go from platform to platform until you get what the fuck you need done. And if you don't like it, so what? But you didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm going to platform.
I appreciate you. There are people who have done worse and couldn't even apologize, and done less and couldn't even apologize. So for you to have come to me, like a grown ass woman. You was more nigga than these niggas ever could be. You had a bigger dick than these niggas could have ever had. And I had to put respect on that because I know how hard it is to be to have to be like, damn. I
knew for a whole little minute that you ain't do nothing. When I stopped talking about you is when I knew. I just didn't tell you because it's hard though, especially when some G shit. Like if you look at my platform now, like I don't say nothing about nobody no more. Now I just be quiet. I do what I need to do.
And you've only addressed who's been addressing you. You haven't been.
No, that's the fact. I barely even been doing that because listen, I could run some numbers, but I'm trying to be changed.
Look, blessed and highly favored, and I keep telling these bitches, Scorpios are unbotherable, and even when we get with you on our time, our way, in the energy that we want to get with you in. You still ain't even pressing on us, even when we meet you right in the middle, bitch. Like, we ready to fight by the time. We need a bitch to practice on by the time I get with you in the middle. Like, every bitch I done ever had to address was a practice run. Like, I don't be pressed about this shit. I don't give a fuck about what these hoes think. I don't give a fuck about nobody's fucking opinion. When I get
my sister told me, you fuck with who you fuck with for what you fuck with them for. And that's how I've had to become, because I was always one of those people where I felt like everybody had to be my friend. And my older sister used to yell at me like, bitch, everybody ain't your friend. Stop trying to have everybody. You don't need no friends. I remember she used to get me like, stop. And then she had to tell me like, and that's when I started like just becoming, it just be me, my fiance, and my kids now, my two best friends. And I'd be like, I don't know.
Living, look, it's
like you fuck with who you fuck. Everybody, she said, everybody in your life. It doesn't matter who it is. You fuck with them for a reason. Whether it's good or bad, it is what it is. She was like, you fuck with who you fuck with for what you fuck with them for. She's like, so if a motherfucker only come see you on Sunday because they know you making crabs, just know, bitch, they fuck with you because you making crabs. If you got that one friend you know that you could go get drunk with, you fucking with that bitch on days, don't take it personal. She's like, if you got friends that only come see you when the weather bad, oh well, they like good weather, bitch. You got good weather. They weather bad and they want some of your good weather. I said, you know what? I can't do nothing but respect that.
Amen. It's true tea. It's true tea. Well, I just want you to come through and to just, you know, give your little piece. I'm really proud of you for just getting back on your swag, getting back on your journey, doing what you initially came forward to do, which is to be about your business and to handle your shit. And I just can't wait until some things that's going on in the background starts happening in the foreground, because I'm going to be the first bitch to come up here and be running it down to the ground.
We can just announce it on your show real quick.
No. We ain't going to announce it. We going to let them hoes dangle in suspended animation. We going to leave them nervous with anxiety. We going to leave them in the mystery of it all. Because when we hit...
Next time I see you and talk to you, and it's going to be in the near soon, and it's gonna be the one last time I ever talk.
And that's gonna be it. Casket closed.
See me in the red carpet.
It's a wrap. For sure. It's a wrap. Yeah. Well, I love you, and I really thank you for coming here today. I just and once again, I'm really grateful that we was able to get past our situation. I even caught some slack. Me and Larry both caught slack when we received your apology, but I'm just like, look, y'all, like, I ain't that kind of nigga. Like, for real, I can.
Always though, like everybody caught flack. I mean, fuck. I'm again being fucking. I caught it the worst. In all honesty, I caught it the fucking worst at this. And you know, this shit is like not even a fucking game. What's happening behind the scenes? It's some bullshit. Yeah. But what people not understanding is, when people trying to grow, let them fucking grow. If just because, like, okay, I'm gonna leave with this, because me and you had a conversation with this. I'm gonna leave with this. Remember when me and you was talking about what a real Jezebel was, right? Because I remember just on platforms all across the board, from Larry to that person, to the church doors. I was a Jezebel, I was a father, I was a whore, I was all this shit, right? And I'm like, all right, mind you, nobody knows me from a can of paint. Nobody knows me. They don't know my story. They don't know me. They just see me, a girl on the screen with curly froze. That's it. But this is something I'm going to leave people with. When you get a group of people that come from diverse backgrounds, that have went through the bullshit that we all went through, To people, it's kicks and giggles, it's ha ha he he he. But to us and to the people that are involved, at the end of the day, we all know each other, and this is our real life. And just like if it was your real life, if you see a group of people that's trying to come together and make amends, whether you like the amending or not, just because we make amends don't mean we friends. Me and Conscious don't sit on the phone and shoot bubbles, and me and Larry ain't hitting the golf clubs, and you know what I mean? Like, that's not the reality. But the point is, when people are trying to get together and grow and be better for them, who are you to come in and try to make them feel bad for wanting to grow and try to do something that is positive?
Yeah.
So you should look at yourself and think like, okay, I'm about to call her Jezebel because she wants to apologize. Who the real Jezebel? You, who wants to cause discord and destroy the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at yourself. Like, stop. And that's not even just for us. That's just in general.
Yeah.
Like, you
No, I get that.
Positive and they trying to move, even if you don't agree with it. Like, yo, I can see my stalker and whoever end up making amends. And as much as I'm gonna be like, I'm never gonna get on my soapbox and condemn that, because at the end of the day, that wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So people should really start looking at themselves. Like, people, like all y'all that's out here, that's just like literally like when people trying to do better and stuff, and you throwing shade, and if you really somebody's friend, reach out to them. Like, it's simple.
For sure.
What's up? That jumping online shit, that immediate like, oh, let me just go and just run your business all over. Like, to me, that's corny. Like, if this is your friend and you love this person, then you should have the decency to be able to go to that person and say, you know what? I mean, fuck, I came to you and that was a big ego buster. Like,
yeah, we wasn't even friends. We wasn't even friends.
After running Larry, we done been friends. We done fell out. For me to go to him and not only apologize, but put my safety and my future.
Okay, let me hold on real quick, Andrea. Okay, for those of you who don't, like, some of y'all might be new to Conscious TV Boulevard, but we don't say names. We have nicknames. If you put a content creator's name in this comment section, I'm gonna have to delete your comment. So we do nicknames over here. We don't give no free full promotion. All them hoes got prison names. So if y'all want to refer to them, call them by their prison name. So we don't do the name. We don't do the name thing. So mods, could y'all rightfully definitely remove the posts where other content creators' names or content list creators' names are being listed at the bottom. Okay, go ahead, Andrea.
But yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, basically, like when somebody do something that's positive and they just trying to move forward in their life, just let them move forward in their life. That's not for you. That's not your right to come in and try to make someone feel bad or make someone uncomfortable or put a label on somebody, because then you become the very thing that you're speaking. Like, for all the people that call me a Jezebel and stuff, I haven't been a Jezebel. Y'all been the real Jezebels. I haven't called you names.
Oh God,
that's real shit though. I haven't. What this have I caused?
Oh God,
I'm protecting people. I'm out here Captain Save a bitch. But
yeah, but you know,
be careful, y'all, with that. Like, just be careful who you put your mouth on. Is all I'm saying, y'all.
Yeah. Well,
you move on and you keep creating good content. You keep being a badass bitch that you are with a bomb ass lace front.
Thank you. Okay, this is a unit, not a lace front.
Excuse me, I don't know the fucking difference. Remember, I had Walmart bundles, bitch. I didn't know.
This is a unit here.
Oh, remember, I had my Walmart bundles, so I didn't know.
Right, Andrea, I agree. I had to learn the differences.
Okay, I will call you.
But I had Walmart bundles. Shit, I don't know.
I will call you afterwards. Cause we gonna
be good. Here. Stay safe. Love you.
Thank you. How you feel about that, Cap?
Oh, that was good. That one was.
That was cute.
That was good.
Now let me tell you, we had it going on since last November, baby. But I'm glad that me, Andrea, Miko, King Jobs, and Larry could make it out alive, because that shit was getting darker and darker and darker and darker, and it was really a shame, because a lot of people really underestimate how difficult it is to be a content creator. It's so much politicking that goes on.
It is.
Every little thing that gets said can be misconstrued
Or not said.
Like supporters get involved. Sometimes they do mean well, but then they end up indirectly triggering off Armageddon. And it's like it's a lot. This is why I don't really like having no industry-based relationship. That's why I don't even get cozy. I try not to get too cozy with other content creators or even cozy with celebrities, because I don't even want the expectation put on me, because I know that in this field where there's a lot of ego, there's a lot of narcissism, people just can't take honesty. People can't take you having a independent thought. And speaking of that, I want to say that me and Armand Wiggins actually spoke, and we cleared up our tension. Okay, me and Armand came to a real healthy big boy agreement. We hashed it out. I support that young man. He's cute as fuck. He's talented. And he knows that if he gets caught up in some controversy, I will be giving my critique of him, but it's going to be constructive. It's going to be loving. But I support him. And yeah, I was happy that we were able to see eye to eye and come to an understanding, because once again, it's difficult. Being out here in the streets, having an opinion, sometimes you offend people you don't know you offend. Sometimes you hurt people you don't know that you hurt them. And so just being able to be men and women.
It's not meant on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
It's not meant on purpose, you know. But, you know, impact versus intent. You can intend something to be positive, and yet it impacts somebody
negatively.
Negatively. And that's what I learned also with my situation with King Jobs. Even though I was being as careful as I was and in trying to be diplomatic between both parties, nonetheless, no matter how pure and good of heart my intention was, it still ended up negatively impacting him. And so even though it wasn't my intention, nonetheless, it was his perception. And luckily we were able to have a conversation and chop things up and put that shit aside. Now, with that being said, this is the last piece of the commentary, you guys, that me and Christian is going to haul ass. We have a dinner date later, so
we do
this time.
Well, first, wait. Okay, all this stuff being thrown at me. First, I'm DL from Chocolate Bay, who don't really know whatever, and now all of a sudden we have a dinner date.
That's Chocolate Bay's truth. That ain't my damn truth.
Excuse me. That ain't Chocolate Bay's truth either, because he don't know.
Oh, okay.
But
wait, you my prison trade.
Excuse me?
Huh? Okay, so
what?
Nothing. Is that a cat in the background?
Yes.
Oh God. Okay, so let's get this last part over. I want to clear
up. I play with.
Huh?
So it's the pussy I play with.
You know what? Tell them about the pussy. I need to go tinkle out of mine real quick.
Okay.
So entertain the folk real quick.
How you doing, guys? Well, anyway, yeah, I am not DL, so please don't believe anything that Chocolate Bay said about that. He was just trying to be funny. I am me. I am not one to go around telling my business, because it's my business. And I just feel like that's just what it is. I've always been a private, personal person, so that's just me. So don't take it personal. You know, it ain't like I'm be going around, oh, I mess with this person, I mess with that person. I've never been that way. Even when I dated women as well as men at one point, I did not go around telling people who I was dating or have everybody see the person I'm dating until I knew it was serious. Until I knew, like, okay, we could take this to the next level, and I'm introducing you to my friends and family and all that. I've just never been that person. My brother, on the other hand, my oldest brother, he was always that person, and I guess that's where I get my kind of reserve from in that, to introduce us to everybody he was messing with, to the point where you forget names. You be sitting up there like, who's this? Okay, this is not the person that you brought in yesterday. So, you know, I refrain from doing that. I don't really do that. That's not my thing. However, yeah, I have dated women in the past. Right now, I strictly just, date whoever. I like who likes me, period. It don't really have no, thing on it. But
is you done or did you finish?
I'm done. You had to go do what you had to do. I was just filling up the space.
I'm just playing. So, just before we conclude, and I'm moving to the Madison Geo situation.
I thought we were concluding.
We are, but I just ran into one more thing.
Okay.
So this is Steve Gibson's Instagram, right? See?
The glare. Okay.
Right. See? See?
Right. See it. We see it.
Okay.
We got
Now look at what that says at the bottom. I'm gonna try to put this in the screen.
Okay, just hold
What
on.
does it say?
It just says
the date?
it says the date, August
The 3rd.
August 3rd, yeah, because you keep moving. 7:35 p.m.
And it says what at the bottom? Started a video chat.
Yeah, started video chat, yeah.
And video chat ended.
Yes, it does.
And what did it say at the end? Scene, right?
Scene, yes.
It says scene.
It does.
Okay, so I'm just letting it be known that I reached out to this punk bitch, this pussy ass, virgin ass bitch, and gave her the opportunity to man the fuck up, okay?
What?
Because I give motherfuckers opportunity to step to me like a bitch.
All right.
Step to me like a bitch.
Listen, for a moment. I understand where you're coming from with that.
Let me
understand that some people, once you make that declaration, like you don't want to talk to me no more, on their end, they're done too. So if you say you're done, they're done too. They don't want to talk about it.
No, we gonna be done when I say we done. Now we done.
Now
we done.
But see, that's the selfish part in that. Which
ain't no selfish, because when them bitches had it going on, it was about him, right? It was about Steve when he had it going on. Okay. So I didn't even do him. I invited him to the Ponderosa to work it out. See, at that time he was with the shit. I reached out to him to help, to give him an opportunity to clean his bullshit up. Because I understand. I've been finding lovely. I've been finding lovely since all that. I ain't missing a beat over here.
But I understand it. That's fine. But I'm saying to the point where in which you reached back out to him to have whatever kind of closure conversation that you needed to have, i.e., this moment. He wasn't trying. He was fine with whatever you said in the beginning.
Okay. Fuck him.
Well, I mean, you have every right to, do whatever, say whatever.
What did Toot say? Irrelevant as what? Fuck them. Nah. This Maddie and Geo shit. Let me clear this up, and I'm going to say this once, and then we done. We're going to close out. We're going to get the benediction, okay? We're going to send y'all on home to your families and your husbands, because that man need a hot meal and need some good pussy to get him through the next of the week, honey. That man ain't got... He all unemployed and shit, having to borrow money from his sister's baby daddy just to keep food on the motherfucking table. So that man need a hot meal and some good pussy, okay? And some self-therapy. All right? Now, I done made this clear 100 times, and I know that you can make things clear 100 times on YouTube, bitch. It don't even matter. You can talk so eloquently, you can articulate yourself to the bone, you can break it all down to a motherfucking science, and a bitch will still miss it, honey. It's like sin, girl. You just missed the entire mark. Like the bullseye right there.
Sin.
Like sin. Right there.
Not sin, though.
You hit me, the bullseye right there in the middle of the flower, bitch. Okay? It don't matter how much you explain shit, bitches still throw. They'll hit everything but the motherfucking bullseye. Fine. But I'm going to say it again.
Not sin. Please, not sin. Okay.
I'm going to say it again because I ain't saying it.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay.
A lot of people was pressed and did commentary because they felt like I was fucking up my chances with Maddie because I interviewed Geo. So let me paint this picture as thoroughly clear as I can. I've let it be known that I love Madison and that I love Geo. Both of them understand that. Matter of fact, the last time I spoke to Madison and Geo before the drama, So what?
No. Somebody asked what was the shades.
Okay,
I'm
you
staying out
fucking
the
up my
situation.
flow. I'm trying to
Go
give
ahead. I'm sorry. Go
keep
ahead.
your
Go ahead.
shades on. Keep your shades on and be shady.
I wasn't being see.
My
That's
accountability partner.
I wasn't being shady. See.
Okay, so let me find my thought where I was.
You said, to be clear, Gio and Maddie.
Oh, okay. Gio. So the last time I had talked to them before the drama, let me roll your eyes at me captivating. The cup don't hide the eye roll in the side eye, baby.
Drink out your carton or your little.
Okay, wait till tonight. Anyway, the last time I talked to Gio and Madison, they was together because I love them both. That's what we do. They're together. They're a team. I love them both. Okay. So as it relates to an opportunity, I'm a fair bitch, as we can see. A fair bitch. I'm a very diplomatic person. I come from a big ass family, so I've had to develop very diplomatic ass abilities. Okay? That's what happens when you're the bad bitch in the family. You know, you're given all the responsibility, and you're the Moses to the Israelites. You know, you got to learn to be diplomatic amongst the people, okay?
I can agree to that.
God chosen. I'm built to be diplomatic.
Being the middle child, I can agree.
Right. Now, I just found it funny that bitches had a lot to, bitches was low-key feeling away because I was entertaining Gio. But here's the gag. Nobody ever considered the fact that I have windmilled for 3 years straight for T.S. Madison. I jumped in the middle of her and Armand's situation in Windmill. I jumped in the middle of her and Michelle, ATL and Brown shit straight from the ass in the middle of that. I jumped in the middle of all of that shit. Kaya's situation. Out of the goodness of my heart. Because I love her. I respect her. I wanted to do that. Therefore, I did it. But guess who I'm also friends with? Gio. So guess who by virtue and default also deserves the very same opportunity on my platform? Gio. And then the intent for the conversation is to put his outburst into perspective so that it can be better understood by those who had to listen and witness the goddamn commentary, okay? As you can see from both interviews, everything was spoken about from the spirit of let's pull this in, let's heal this up, let's address some of these things so that just like when we spoke about the whole HIV shit, to clear it up, not to add fuel to the fire, not to further the narrative, but to get Gio to clear it up because the public perception was he had outed her when that wasn't the case. See, everything about the way that I conducted myself in them situations was from a spirit of fucking love, and I'm fair. Now, catch this part. It is a lot of bitches in the industry who gonna sell their soul. That's why hoes couldn't understand why I was willing to talk to the enemy, aka Gio, because Maddie is the star in the situation. And because Maddie is the star, and because my association with Maddie could benefit her, could benefit me. It was like, why would you ever give up any potential opportunity just to be fair to fucking Gio out of all people? Because my relationships ain't built on no superficial shit. I don't give a fuck about an opportunity. I'm a real life human being in real life. Yeah. I don't kiss ass to get opportunity. Yeah. I don't ask for opportunity. I don't give a fuck about opportunity. I'm not going to forfeit my opinion, my feelings, just so that I can support anyone's ego. And I don't give a damn if it's $1 million on the table. I don't give a damn if there's deals on the table. I don't give a damn. Ask Larry Reed how many head-to-head butts we done had behind the scenes in our friendship. Okay? What I appreciate about Larry is because Larry respects me talking my shit to him and telling him how I feel about the way something may have happened, and I don't have to be afraid of breakdown because I'm keeping it 100. So any relationship where I'm going to be punished, or somebody don't want to fuck with me, or somebody want to take an opportunity off the table, I'm fine with that, because that ain't a motherfucking relationship I want to be a part of anyway, because I ain't chasing no clout. I could give a fuck less about being any fucking where. I'm exactly where the fuck I want to be, which is right fucking here on my shit. My shit, okay?
I get that.
So it was funny to me how people didn't realize that the way they felt actually was from this context of, oh, conscious TV, you should be ass kissing. You should be ass kissing, and you should be selling your soul, and you should be cutting cartwheels because it's beneficial to fully align with Madison. But that would have been impossible because I got also a full relationship with Gio. And in none of the commentary has Madison ever been dragged on my end. All I did was give Gio a healthy space to speak to, since he came public and spoke about the shit, and try to have a healthy unpacking of the shenanigans, okay? And as far as I'm concerned, me and baby mama Madison are still well, as far as I'm concerned. No, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's in her heart. I don't know what's in her mind. But as far as I understand it to be, we're fine. If we not fine, because I fuck with Gio, which Madison has never told me to unfriend Gio. Even when they fell out, she never said, don't fuck with Gio, da-da-da-da-da. Because I think Madison understands the way that I work, and my morals, my ethics, and my integrity, okay? I think that that level of trust is there between us. I could be mistaken, but just maybe it is. I don't know. However, I say that to say this. If Madison is feeling away, it's also her job to contact me. She has my number. And she is in a healthy relationship to me where she can call me and say, bitch, I wasn't feeling this. I wasn't feeling that. It's not on, the burden ain't on me to make sure that everybody feeling the way they need to feel. If you got a feeling, it's on you to come to me about that feeling the way that I come to every motherfucker about the way that I feel.
Right.
When Andrea was talking about that whole reach out to your friend shit, that's literally what I do. I see shit online, I reach out. I think you're talking subliminally, I reach out. I think it's some slick shit going on, I reach out offline. I don't jump on my platform and act a fucking ass and a fool and take shit out of context and spin narratives. I don't do that. Now, there's a lot of fucking opportunity that have been afforded to me that y'all have not seen me take, because I'm going to take them on my own time. And for one, once again, what scares me about this industry is it is a lot of politicking, and I ain't a politicking kind of bitch. Because once again, I ain't appeasing their bitch ego about nothing. Not nothing. I don't give a fuck whether you Beyonce or whether you motherfucking the janitor at the local high school down the street. I treat all motherfuckers the same. And if I gotta lose a check because I'm fair and I'm balanced, if I gotta lose an opportunity because I'm fair and I'm balanced, that's fine with me, because I don't desire that in my life to begin with. Any motherfucker I can't keep it 100 with, I don't need. And I don't want. Because ain't that bitch got nothing that God got for me. What's for me is mine.
Right. I was about to say.
And that bitch can't take it, and that bitch can't lose. It's mine.
That's right.
I ain't pressed. It's mine. So for all those who was just wondering why I did it because I'm friends with Gio as well. I actually talk to Gio more than I even talk to Madison. Me and Gio communicate more on a consistent basis than me and Maddie. Gio was my introduction to Maddie. Okay? For a lot of y'all would not have ever stepped in the middle of that, because you would have been afraid that Maddie was going to be upset at you. Madison, and everybody knows that Madison has extended the Queen's Court to me time and time again. Also for the bitches who was like, ain't Ain't he was around here asking to be on the Queen's Court? Bitch, I ain't never asked to be on shit, bitch. I was invited, okay? Invited. On several different occasions. Invited. Maddie invited me. She personally requested me. Something that the rest of you bitches can't speak from. But see, that's why these hoes be praying. They be pressing, they be mad. Because I sit over here and just attract everything that they sell they dicks and they ass for. I sit over here and just attract every motherfucking thing that they get out here and fucking kiss ass and suck ass and kiss up to a bitch for. I don't do that. So hoes be low key trying to figure it out. Like what bitch? I'm working with witchcraft. It is witchcraft. It's true. That ain't witchcraft, bitch. I'm just righteous like that. And what God got for you, God got for you. Entertain that. So I don't care whether y'all see me friends with Madison or Tasha K or a motherfucking Lil Wayne or Nicki Minaj or Cardi B, bitch. If you see me next to any bitch, if you see me in a ship, a YouTube ship, an association ship, a relationship to anybody, bitch, respect that motherfucker, because that motherfucker is a real motherfucker. Because anybody who can deal with me, because once again, I don't serve near bitch ego. And if you can hold up under that, you a real motherfucker. You a real motherfucker. You'll be surprised how many motherfuckers want you to pick sides and choose sides and do all this. It takes a certain kind of a humble person to respect that and to still maintain a relationship. It takes a certain kind of person to deal with a person telling them what they truly feel rather than what they want to hear and to still value their relationship. If a motherfucker can stand up under that, that's a real motherfucker. And that's the only relationship that I'm offering to any motherfucker that I come into contact with. That's it. And I don't treat a motherfucker different because they are this person or that person or they got this and got that. I don't give a damn. Because when you die, bitch, you ain't taking none of that shit that you accomplished here with your ass. When you die, bitch, you gonna rot and stink in your grave just like me, bitch. You gonna ashes to ashes and dust the motherfucking dust. I commend thy spirit into thy father's hands. Like, that's what it all boils down to. So for a lot of bitches, like, they get caught up in all that decoration and a person being highly decorated and they start pandering and catering. I don't do that. I love Madison. I love Gio. I gave the man a healthy space to speak to. Problem for some, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Not really. I'm so sorry. Not really. I'm so sorry. Not motherfucking really. Suck my dick. Suck my motherfucking dick. Now, any closing remarks you have to have? How did I do accountability, partner? Be honest with me. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, 1 being the best. 1 being the best, 10 being the worst. Accountability. How did I do on accountability today?
Well, as far as what, you being accountable and holding yourself from going too far, or you being accountable and letting the people know where their faults lie? That's the question that needs to be answered before I answer your question.
Both. All of it.
Okay, so as far as you being accountable and holding yourself to a mark, and you was kind of falling a little short. So I'd say, I mean, I'd give you like a 7 to an 8 on that, because I had to really, kind of honed you in a little bit.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because you were doing the most. But as far as everything else, I mean, I can't speak for your truth. So however you felt, and, you need to express yourself the way you needed to express yourself. And it's not my place or anybody's place. And I need content creators as well as subscribers to hear that it's not our place to tell someone, how they feel about something, because that's not my place. So I wouldn't dare try to be like, oh, well, you should have. No, because that's really not my place.
Could you deal with somebody like me? Based upon all that you've seen out of me, could you put up with somebody like me?
Yeah, because I would know how to check you, but that's the difference. You got to know how to bring it down. Like, this is different. Like, this is all day. But for me, again, like I said, I'm a private person, so there would be a lot of like, We ain't doing that. So
Oh, okay. So I can count on you to keep it real behind the scenes because it ain't gonna never make it to being online.
It would never make it to being online. Never make it to being online. Like no way, no how. So all that's cool. All that parking lot undercover recording,
baby.
That would never happen,
baby. Oh wait, you know the tea, baby.
I heard the tea. I'm not gonna say I know the tea because I don't know.
You ain't tell me that. You ain't tell me that.
Well, some people know I heard it, but I'm just.
We got a conversation. Then okay. Shit get all the way real in these streets.
They do sometimes.
So that concludes our commentary today, you guys. This was 2020 tying up all loose ends. Me and Wiley are great. That man apologized to me. I'll always slap respect on all 6 inches of that man's penis now because he stepped to me like a grown-ass man. So kudos.
He apologized, but he wasn't able to answer your phone call for him.
Okay, he probably asleep. You know, why? It's Sunday. This is probably his rest day. You know, okay. he probably forgot. You know, Wiley booked and busy these days. He got fucking uneven dragging him. He got hot topics to cover. You know, he got shit going on. So, you know, he probably getting his beauty rest. But nonetheless, we good. I wish he would have been here, but sending him light and love. Andrea Garrison sending light and love for bossing the fuck up with that apology. You know, that shit was mad gangster, mad G. And Steve Gibson, fuck ya, and may COVID find ya again, bitch.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
We gonna wrap it up. You guys thumbs up this video. I love you guys. And we will talk very soon.
Be blessed, everyone. Thanks for coming to his platform.
Hold on. Can we play WAP all on the way out?
Look, I need a hard
it's
head,
your
I need a
platform.
I need a henny drink, I need a weed smoke, not a garden snake, I need a king cobra with a hook in it, hope it lead over. He got some money,
I ain't got no hook though.
Pussy A1, just like his credit. He got a beard when I'm trying to wet it. I let him taste it, now he diabetic. I don't want to spit.
And Jay Wilson called me a stripper. Who called me a stripper on the gentleman's panel? Ain't I was a red hair stripper?
Yeah, because you have red hair at the time.
Bye.
He trying to sign me. I'm a freak, bitch.